So we finally have the Season 1 patch notes for Modern Warfare 2 as well as Warzone 2.0. And obviously there's a lot of details that have been covered with the brand new Battle Pass. I want to focus on the weapons and some of the other quality of life changes that have happened because those are probably the main things to focus on. Obviously we get the Victus XMR rifle, which is unlocked through the Battle Pass. We also have the Bass P submachine gun. This thing is very good. I've happened to max level it. A lot of fun, and I think that one could be like a MW2 meta build because it's very versatile like the Cast-Off 7.4U. Then we got the M13B, which is unlocked via store bundle or the weapon unlock challenges where you have to play DMZ at a chance to unlock that. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, so we'll kind of see how good that thing is once we get it leveled with some good attachments. In terms of weapon balancing, they've for the assault rifles, they've increased the long distance flinch on all assault rifles. The Cast-Off 5.4.5 needed a buff. It got ADS speed increase, so it's faster in the aim down sight. Improved iron sight ADS sight picture. I guess I'm not sure exactly what that means. Cast-Off 7.4U, they've decreased the speed, so they slowed it down. And then they've increased the hip spread, so it's going to perform more like a rifle. M4, hip spread reduction, so it got slight buff. M16 got improved in a lot of different ways. It definitely needed a buff. It was okay within a close range, but once it got a little bit further, if you're trying to get your long shots with this thing, you know it wasn't all that great. Luckily, tier 1 has been added, so you'll be able to play that. STB, close range damage reduction, it was a little bit too strong, and this one's going to balance it out where it's not overpowered up close, hopefully. And then reduce sprint to fire speed, so they actually nerfed it a couple different ways. Battle rifle, the FTAC Recon ADS speed improvement, so it got sped up. 5-round magazine speed and handling improvements, which I don't think a lot of people are going to use that unless maybe hardcore. Increased flinch caused by bullets. So that one is, how else would you get flinch, right? Explosions. Hip fire spread decrease. So a couple nerfs along with the buff in there. Increased hip fire when full auto. Handguns increase to close range flinch on all handguns to make them harder to use. Light machine guns increase long distance, just like the rifles. Lockwood 300 marksman rifle. Damage range reduction, so that will apply mainly to multiplayer where you can get the one-shot damage on certain body parts. Minor increase to flinch for the SAB. The SPR large increase to flinch when hit, and then shotguns increase to close range flinch. So I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. I didn't do it before on all weapons what flinch looks like in close, medium, and long range. So we'll kind of see. Obviously, they're just making the weapons harder to use. Increase the close range flinch on all shotguns. The Bryson 800 close range damage increase. So that actually got a buff. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought these things got relatively good one-shot taps. So now it's going to be a little bit better than that, maybe by a meter or something like that. Some machine guns increased the long range flinch, so they did that on everything. ADS move speed increased, so they increased the strafe speed of the Hurricane. Increased headshot, increased far damage range. So the Hurricane got a buff all the way around. That's solid. Mini-back got nerfed, and nerfed. So a few different nerfs there on the mini-back. I didn't think it was particularly good. I thought the fact that it had a big mag helped out, but it is what it is. The PDSW, movement speed increase, so buff, damage ranging buff, ADS speed increase, so buff. And then adding laser flashlight attachments. So they added a bunch of lasers. Then the Vel 46 damage range increase, so that's the MP7 got a buff. The Signal 50 increase fixed attributes on the Signal 50 barrels so that they actually do what they're supposed to. Warzone 2.0, we have solos with 150 for duos. Quads have 152. Person, we're getting 150 as well. Unhinged, which is a trios mode. That's like an LTM. That's up to 6 players per squad. That sounds kind of crazy. So Battle Royale, we got core, third person, and then unhinged. Break the squad limit boundaries by using assimilation to grow your squad up to 6 players. Alliances. Oh, okay, so once you're in game, you can party up with other people, essentially. We'll see how those mechanics work out. DMZ, 66 players. It doesn't feel like there's that many. There's a lot going on. The health regeneration is slow. I had a little bit of playtime already to get that exfil of the weapon, and it's more challenging than I expected it to be, but mainly because the AI can one-tap you almost. You only get one plate and the health regeneration is kind of slow. And then on top of that, you got to worry about other players. So it is very punishing, but playing through, I don't see the it factor to keep playing. We'll see kind of what else they do with it because I think it has a good base. It just needs some tuning. In DMZ, the condition for winning are you decide your stakes, players choose the mission. So the quality of life, these are huge ones people have been asking about forever. Or this is something we've kind of known for a long time based off all the leaks. FOV is available on console up to 120 degrees. So you can max that out if you want, regardless of what platform you're on. Increased footstep audio. The audio team has made significant improvements to audio systems to address this key area. So hopefully that's improved, because there's times where it feels like it's super precise and other times you hear nothing. So hopefully this solves the issue. I mean, there's always issues with audio. I don't think there's a game out there that has great audio. It's always like, all right, this is better than the other one, but nothing's particularly great, right? Squad score in UI. Players will now be able to see the total scores for their entire squad in the game menu, which is when you tab open, you can see how many kills everyone has. Join in queue. Players are now able to join other players while they are queued up. So that's good. A player joins a full squad, they're already queued. The squad will be removed from the said queue. Stowed weapon infill. A guarantee a fair match start. Weapons are stowed while skydiving. This is something we found out before, where when you're flying in, you're not going to be able to just shoot people out of the sky. Ascenders. Players can now look around and shoot while using an ascender. So that's when you're doing a zip line. Players can now attach to an ascender while falling. That is a very good one. Players who are parachuting can now mantle and ledge hang. Okay, ledge hanging, new ledge. Okay, automatic item pickup, backpack slots if you already have those available. Nice. And then the tactical ping wheel. So if you hold ping instead of tapping it, you can actually pull up a list and you can tell people what you want. Simulation related. Hey, let's party up. Looking for a party. This feature now include. This is something they've had for a while. And then PC settings, they've added some new stuff. Gyro aiming. You're now able to use gamepad's gyroscope, which this is kind of a weird one. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. That'll require some testing. And then look ahead, you'll just got to check out the Trello board. So obviously there's a bunch of new stuff. You got to get in there and play it. I wanted to cover the weapon balancing stuff. I'm going to have all kinds of Warzone and DMZ content. So make sure you are subscribed if you enjoy the content. Appreciate all the support. Thank you for watching as always. Have a great day.